liquor store, man. How's everybody doing today? I know everybody been in their feelings about the Dallas Cowboys taking their first loss of the 2023 season. I hope you done cried it out. I hope that you done coped with whatever done happened. It's over with. We lost. The only thing we can do now is move forward, look forward, and we're onward to New England, man. Because the one thing that we cannot do on the season is fall to 2-2. Right? So the Dallas Cowboys have to focus. They got to regroup, and they got to get to 3-1 on the season. That is the only thing that is important right now. Going to 3-1 for the Dallas Cowboys. Hey, Dak owns Filthy. What's up with you, man? I see you sliding in. My boy said he hit the like button. He shared the stream, and he was the first one to come into the chat box. So salute to my guy, man. Salute to Donna Mama Sita for also sliding in and showing love to the platform. And you practicing manifestation with the 6 hearts. So salute to you as well. And yes, y'all do know the rules and regulations when y'all slide into the liquor store, man. First and foremost, make sure you hit the like button. When you hit the like button, man, it does a lot for the platform. The platform will promote the video with the most likes on it. So you got love for your boy Henny, hit the like button. You got love for your boy Henny, hit the share button. First and foremost, sharing is caring anyway, man. Right? So you really think that the content is dope, share it with somebody. Right? Other folks think it's dope, you think it's dope, man. So hey, make sure you share the content. And since we are practicing manifestation, like Donna Mama did with the 6 hearts, like Dak on Filthy did with the 6 championships, share the content 6 times, man. Share the content 6 times, and it will, go a long way in helping us manifest that 6th championship. Cause we're well overdue for it, man. I want to be like the Steelers, man. I want to have a 6th championship. Right? They up here screaming about 6 bird. I want to be like that. So let's manifest this 6th championship. It's well overdue. Share the content 6 times. Drop 6 emojis. And when you slap the shit out of the Eagles fan for this discount, make sure you slap their ass 6 times, man, because they deserve it. They deserve it. So hit that like, hit that share, hit that Eagles fan upside the head. And if you slap the shit out of them, you will get half off on all the merchandise inside the liquor store. We got Calvaritas, we got Hen, we got Gin, and everything else under the sun that can make you sin. So tap in with your boy, Hennythemoor, and come get drunk in the liquor store. Yeah, I got a couple bars for y'all, man. Lady, what's up with you? They been tapping in and showing love to the content. Salute to you. I appreciate you. And remember, everybody, we are still... Hey, James Simmons, what's up with you, my guy? They been tapping in and showing love. Make sure you slide in, hit that like, share, slap that Eagles fan, and also make sure you hit that cash app or that super chat, man. Because right now, we're still running that raffle. We're still raffling away a copy of Madden 24. We're raffling off a Dallas Cowboys jersey. And we're also raffling off a Dallas Cowboys bobblehead. So if any of that interests you, if you want to enter the raffle to win one of these 3 prizes, right? If you want to enter the raffle to win one of these 3 prizes, or you just want to, go out the way and support the boy Henny, make sure you hit that cash app or the super chats, man. It's only $5 an entry. And since we are practicing manifestation, we'll do the 2 for 6 again, man. We definitely need to manifest a championship. So we'll do 2 for 6 right now. Yo, what's up with your Cardinals opinion? How you living, my guy? Y'all snuck up on us and got us with the upset, man. So salute to you, man. Salute to you. Well earned victory, man. We played horrible, but hey, y'all had us. I said, what's up, Hen? This win got me a little down. I want to punch Shady McCoy. Listen, Shady McCoy opinion about football should not matter. Shady McCoy Dak Prescott has more playoff rushing touchdowns than Shady McCoy, and Shady McCoy is a running back. Shady McCoy did absolutely nothing in the postseason. He has a bunch of good regular season stats, and he folded under pressure. So he is not the person to sit here and speak on anybody. He is the reason that the Philadelphia Eagles did not win a championship until 2017. He is the reason that they were ass in the postseason, because they would have good regular seasons, and it was time for him to actually do something of importance. His ass folded like wet laundry. So no, we're not going to take the opinion of Shady McCoy anyway, because he didn't take his team anyway. So what the hell is he talking about? You know what? He would know if somebody cost his team a game because he's infamous for costing his team postseason games. Philly, what's good, my guy? I see you sliding in and showing love. Big Benny Rich in the building. Salute to y'all, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. And hey, Big Benny Rich, man, you know I got love for you, man. You got to add one more shot glass, man. I see 5 of them things. We're trying to get to the 6 championship, so add another shot glass while we in here, man. Salute to y'all, though, man. So yeah, man, let's get into it. Desmond Ironman, what's up with you? Yeah, let's get into it, man. So the Dallas Cowboys have a game in a couple days. We will go back to Dallas, get us some home cooking, and we will welcome in the New England Patriots, right, to Dallas. So I know that everybody is still down about the loss to the Arizona Cardinals. We have a chance at redemption. It's a week-to-week league. You know, a week ago, people were saying we had the best team in the NFL. Now they saying that we ain't shit again. You know, it's a week-to-week league. So we got another opportunity to prove that we are a championship caliber team. We will be going against one of the best coaches in NFL history. He will have a game plan for us. And he happens to have 2 players already on his roster that know the Dallas Cowboys playbook. So for y'all who do not know, Will Grier is a backup quarterback on the Patriots roster right now. Will Grier was added to the Patriots roster. He's no longer with the Bengals. He is a New England Patriot. And we already know that Ezekiel Elliott is on the team. So Zeke is very familiar with the system we ran last year. And of course, Will Grier, he was playing all the way up to the final preseason game. So he is familiar with our current system. So if we wanted to bring back some stuff from Kellen Moore, they can pick Ezekiel Elliott's brain. If they want to learn about the new stuff that we're doing, what the West Coast principles are that we implemented, what our signals are, they can ask Will Grier. He was just here. So we already know that this is a very good defensive team. Bill Belichick is always going to have a good defense. They got good defensive personnel. You know, they went out there and got Gonzalez in the draft, one of the best cornerbacks that were available. He's already playing at a high level. They got Judon, who's a sack specialist. They got a good front seven. Like this is not going to be an easy defense to move the ball on. Granted, they have only won one game, but the issues with the New England Patriots is more on their offense and the inability to produce points when needed than anything. Right? Their defense has been up to the task. Their offense, not so much. Right? So, great defensive units, great defensive-minded coach that we'll be going up against. So, I want to get an early head start on them. Joe, what's up with you? I see some more folks that slid in. My boy Charlie Jones in the building. What's up with you? So over it in the building. I see you. My guy Elijah Robinson in the building. Salute to y'all good people. Thank y'all for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store. I appreciate y'all good people, man. Salute to y'all. So yeah, I want to get an early jump on this team, man. The same way that the Dallas Cowboys are focusing on the New England Patriots, because what's done is done, right? What's done is done. So they can't go back out there and play the Cardinals again. But what they can do, you know, is go out there. He said check the inbox for cousin. Okay, thank you, Kenfo. I appreciate that. He said, so this is from Todd Archer. Because the Dallas Cowboys know that Will Grier is over there, he said that they will be altering their hand signals. Brian Schottenheimer spoke on this in Linked. He said, we know Zeke does as well. They said they know where a bunch of the bones are buried. He said they are definitely over there being interrogated. So, yeah. He said, to be honest, Cards took advantage of y'all aggressive defense. The recipe for good gumbo on defense like that, you got to run the ball, but on to the next. Indeed, man. What's up with you, Allison Cross? Salute to you for tapping in and showing love. He said, I just went ghost after that loss. It was worded in the Bronco and Jazz game combined. Man, this is the thing. Like, we just seen an NFL team get beat by 50, and they talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Said put it on. I already got his whatchamacallit. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it up because I got a couple of screenshots I haven't uploaded yet. But I appreciate you for sending it though, kinfolk. April Barnes, what's up with you? He said, hey, Henny and West Coast family, everybody. Salute to y'all for sliding in and showing love to the content. I appreciate y'all for rocking, man. So we got some things that we need to take care of though, man. Like it's cool. I understand that y'all were upset about the loss. I understand y'all had to cry. I understand that we talked shit all week, and folks done folks got receipts. Folks kept receipts for all the shit we was talking. I know you probably told everybody. Listen, I came on this show myself. I sat here and said we would win this game by three scores. I said we would win this game by at least 17 points. I looked at the damn fool. Dallas Cowboys made us look a damn fool. But hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this much. I said the first 3 weeks, because we got receipts. Y'all see me come on here every other day. I said week 1, we will win by at least 3 scores. We won by 40. I said week 2, we will win by at least 3 scores. We won by 20. So right now, I'm 2-1 right now in my predictions. You know what I'm saying? And listen, the Dallas Cowboys, even with their hiccups, even with some of the issues they had, they still should have won this game by 3 touchdowns. We're a better team. You know what I'm saying? Like none of the things that we said, none of the things that our content creators said was false at the time. Like we did not believe that this Dallas Cowboys defense will give up 400 yards to the Arizona Cardinals with Joshua Dobbs. Now let's keep it real. Nobody saw that. If anybody saw that, I need to see the winning lottery numbers. I need to see, into the future to see how long I'm gonna live. Right? I need to know, because if you predict the dead, you can predict any damn thing. So it was a crazy week. It was a crazy week. Definitely was an upset. But we're moving on from that. Hold on. What's up? What's up, cuz? Yeah, we live, man. Hold on. What's up?
It's a big cuzzo moment right now. I gotta give you a little game. You ain't gotta apologize because you wasn't predicting anything. My question to you is, did the Dallas Cowboys do anything that you preached this past week in that Sunday game?
Hell no.
Okay, so then if you tell your child how to do something and they choose to willingly do it their way, how is that my fault?
It ain't. It ain't at all. And listen, the Dallas Cowboys did not take advantage of any of the matchups that we talked about.
They can do nothing. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. If you want to know why we lost to the Cardinals, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Everything that we did do negatively on film, they just circled it and used it. And listen to me. Michael Parsons, he's back hunting. You wanna know why? Because he wants $30 million a year, bro.
Uh-huh.
And you know what they said? A sack hunter, you know what? If you hold the ball just a little bit, Josh, he might just run past you. And guess what he did?
Ran right past that, man.
Twice. Like, bro, listen, man. I'm gonna tell you. I feel like my defense is they're stat hunting right now. You said it earlier on your show, man. On our show together. Cowboys defense just need to get back to playing sound football. Forget the turnovers, forget the sacks, just play sound football. I love it, and I'm gonna tell you, I get it, Dallas Cowboys. We want to see Micah Parsons have the big moments. We want to have these guys see about big moments. But bro, you gotta play sound football, man.
You gotta say fundamental football, yeah.
This is the last I'm gonna say, and I'll let you go. People saying that, these Zeke is gonna change, that Zeke is gonna know the hand signals. Bro, listen to me. Zeke ain't been on this team all year, so how the hell Zeke know the hand signals?
Yeah, Zeke don't know. It would be Will Greer if anybody knew.
Now, my question is this is, you already assuming that the coach don't know hand signals. You should already know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
My thing is this, are we saying that the execution of our team is so low that we gotta actually change our signals? Because we think if they know our signals, it can affect the game?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You calling, you changing your signal. So you telling me that there could be like if they know the signal, there could be a huge difference in how the play is ran and how it's being effective.
Well, I will say this: if you know that I'm finna run nothing but if you know I'm finna run slants on the backside and a dagger in the front, like you can take my reads away.
You can take my reads away. You can. But I'm gonna tell you this right here. We a middle linebacker defense, bro. You're not reading calls all game. You don't have time to. There's only 25 seconds on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gotta think like this: how many times does Dak say something and it's actually nothing?
Plenty.
Like Peyton Manning said that Omaha, he said Omaha typically did nothing.
Yep. And it changed from week to week.
Exactly, that's what he said. He said some weeks it meant absolutely nothing. And some weeks it meant everything. You know what I mean? So it's like that was the only thing I was gonna say. But the number one thing I was gonna say, man, is we don't like if we're not predicting the Cowboys, we come up with plans on how the Dallas Cowboys should win. And if the Cowboys would have did your plan, they would have won in the manner that they won the last 2 weeks. Guess what? We didn't even play the same. We didn't even do the same thing. Our defense came out and allowed freaking 14 points, 12 points in the first quarter. When did they do this the last 2 weeks?
Never.
Never up in this game.
Never. If anybody would have told me we would have gave up 28 points to a backup quarterback and a rookie head coach, I would have laughed.
And if anybody would have told me that, like, we legitimately could not stop the run, bro, like, legitimately. And you know what's crazy? I'm gonna give you another little boost. You wanna know why? Because you said this too. Henny said this too. We ain't really been stopping them all season. You think about this. Freaking the Giants couldn't run, bro. They were down 40.
Right.
And then what the Jets do? We were getting teams down so fast, they were just abandoning the run. We finally ran into a team that had nothing to lose and said, listen, we're going to lose the game regardless, so this is what we're going to do. We're just going to beat them the way the film says beat them. And I'm going to tell you this right now, that's what scares me. Because in a one-game tournament, that's what teams do. People wonder why we can't ever beat the 49ers, is because they live by that.
Mm-hmm.
The 49ers are going to beat you by what the film says.
Man, you ain't lied about that.
So that's why I say, man, there's so much film on how to beat the Dallas Cowboys. And think about this. We only really lose to bad teams. In the regular season, we only really lose to bad teams.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why I believe that is because at the end of the day, bad teams are more likely to stay with what the film says. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you have to lose?
Right.
If we start playing the Philadelphia Eagles, they start pressing. Why? Because the division on the line. There's this on the line. There's that on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts had it about 4 times.
Right.
You play a team that, and then think about this, for the Cardinals, realistically, who is their best player? The running back?
James Conner.
He's their best player. So, we play New England this week.
Play New England this week.
Offense, who is their best player? New England has nothing to lose, bro. They have nothing to lose. And I'm going to tell you this right now, they have a lot to gain in beating the Dallas Cowboys.
Hell yeah, they do. And they stay alive in their division. You gotta think like hell. Everybody in their division done lost the game except for Miami. So they trying to stay connected.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. We ain't gonna talk about this, but we gonna talk about this. Cowboys, if this game don't go the way it's supposed to, bro, Monday gonna be listen to me. We gonna have 15. I'm gonna have 3,000 people on my live.
Man. Hey, I said it was a must-win game, man.
You gonna have 2,000, 2,500 on your live. All Nation gonna have 10,000 people on his live. Boss gonna have 9,000 on his live. You know why? Because folks ain't gonna know what the hell is going on, bro.
Yeah, no.
Listen to me, 3-1 sounds great, but 2-2 sounds like you have no clue where you're going.
Yeah, 2-2 is horrible. Like 2-2, you know, and listen, I hate the Eagles, but they usually handle business against teams they supposed to beat. So like if we go 2-2, odds are
And think about this. That's why they haven't lost.
exactly they play they.
Everybody on their roster, everybody that they played this year, they should have beat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, listen, I seen the Kyle. Listen, y'all, I seen the Kyle Pitts stuff. James Slater already said that is not true. That stuff took off from a J Tuck post. That shit took off from a J Tuck post. They just took his name off of it and ran with it. So we are not in active talks with anybody about Kyle Pitts.
And then my thing is this: why would the Atlanta Falcons want to trade him now? Week 3.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to trade anybody right now because you don't really know what you have right now. You need more data.
And the Falcons are 2-1.
Yeah, like why would you want to break that up? They just lost their first game.
They just lost their first game. The Saints lost their first game, so I don't even know who's leading their division right now. The Falcons.
If you're the Falcons, you're building for next year.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Falcons have a young offense. Bijan is a rookie. Kyle Pitts is 2 years in. Like this is a team that they're building for a quarterback.
Yep.
And don't be surprised if they go get that Deion Sanders. If Deion Sanders kids come out this year, Atlanta's gonna take it.
Yeah, you got to for the culture.
Yeah, Atlanta's oh my God, bro. If Atlanta Falcons was the traction door sandwich of Sanders, bro, those jerseys would go crazy, bro.
Man, it goes super crazy.
Because you get Shador, you get Deion.
Oh, Trey Fargo. Hey, they can't hear you though, cuz I got you on speaker and everything, but they can't hear you. So we're gonna have to. All right, but hey, appreciate you for calling in though, cuzzo.
Yep.
See, I didn't realize y'all couldn't hear shit. I didn't realize y'all couldn't hear that. He said Cards game was in the past, time to get ready for Big Zeke and the Patriots. But put up what Cuz was saying though, man. Like teams that aren't that good, they usually stick to the script, right? They don't go out here ad-libbing. They ain't trying to get cute like the Dallas Cowboys do. They didn't go out there and put Micah Parsons at defensive tackle, right? Micah Parsons had snaps when he lined up a defensive tackle, and it was him and Hankins in the middle of the damn defense. And y'all wondered why they were able to blow us off the ball. You know what I mean? The Dallas Cowboys got completely too cute when it came to that. Q-Ball, what's up with you? Says Zeke got 80 yards last week. He's still balling. He had his best game of the season last week. But to just piggyback what we were talking about earlier with Brian Schottenheimer saying, they were gonna change some stuff up because Will Greer and Ezekiel Elliott was over there now. Is that how much will they have to adjust to their signals for Sunday's game? We're always aware of it, he said. Those are things that we monitor every week. But certainly we know Will knows where a lot of the bones are buried. Zeke obviously does as well. So those are things that we talk about, and you think, okay, let's adjust this one. We certainly have more than one hand signal for most of our core concepts. Sometimes you can use it to your advantage because they think they know what's coming and they hear something that they think it's this, and we're smart enough to adjust those things. Everybody does it. You get a player that's been somewhere, you bring them in, you talk to them about different things, and then you're very selective about how much you put into it. Excited to see Will. It'll be great to see him, but I'm sure he's definitely being interrogated and probably spending a lot of late nights with their defensive coaching staff. So yeah, they're over there trying to see what they can figure out. But a lot, like he said, there's multiple things that these calls can mean. There's multiple things these hand signals can mean. So they can make a guess. It doesn't necessarily mean their guess will be right. Doesn't necessarily mean their guess will be right. So let's go ahead and discuss the New England Patriots though in depth. said, that's why they are all over the place. If they change the signal, does that mean we're going to struggle again? No. Yo, Bobby Budget, what's good with you? The Dallas Cowboys struggled because Mike McCarthy himself said they only called one 7-step drop, and they called one 7-step drop for a reason. He said that he overprotected Dak Prescott because of the offensive line. He did not believe the offensive line would hold up, so he took out the 7-step drops, the long developing plays. And really, going into this game, we thought that one of our bigger advantages would be on the outside. They got some very untested corners. They out there playing rookies. They out there playing some guys that they don't have a lot of NFL snaps. So one of the advantages we had was on the outside, trying to get them over top. And because Mike McCarthy doubted the offensive line ability to protect Dak Prescott for a prolonged period of time, he only called 3-step drops. He only called a couple 5-step drops. Right? He literally called only one 7-step drop. So I think no, and we'll know Wednesday, right, whether that changes or not. Because Wednesday is when they'll know if the starting offensive lineman will be available. They're going to have an actual practice Wednesday, and it's going to be dependent on if them guys can get through the practice. If Tyron Smith can practice, with no setback, he'll probably play. If Zach Martin can practice with no setback, he'll probably play. If Tyler Smith practices with no setback, he'll probably play. So, Mike McCarthy, in theory, did the right thing. He didn't trust the protection. So, he changed up some of the play calls. But, when it actually played out on the field, we needed more downfield shots to take advantage of some of the looks that we were getting. We needed some more downfield shots to take advantage of some of those looks. So, hopefully our full offensive line will be back. If not, hopefully at least Tyron Smith and maybe Zach Martin will be back. Hopefully they'll be able to suit up, and then you can return Schumer to a guard position, let him hold that down. He was very uncomfortable out there playing left tackle. But let's take a look at some numbers behind the New England Patriots, though, while we're sitting here. So these are just some raw numbers. Everybody's played 3 games at this point, and these are offensive stats. New England Patriots. There they go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in terms of passing yards, they are the 9th. They're the 9th best passing offense in the National Football League. So they passed for the 9th most passing yards in the NFL up to this point. They have 748 passing yards on the season. Mac Jones has 5 passing touchdowns and only 2 interceptions. So they're decent. They're decent in terms of the passing attack. And you look at passing touchdowns, the Vikings and Dolphins are tied with the most. They got 9. The Chargers and the Chiefs both have 7. So do the Packers. They got 7. Broncos have 6. And then, the Patriots are right behind them. So there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams with more passing touchdowns than the New England Patriots. And there are only 8 teams with more passing yardage than New England Patriots up to this point. What's up with you, JR? I see you sliding in. Thank y'all for tapping in. Said the receivers are pretty slow. They don't have great outside personnel. But I'm not going to lie to you. Neither really did the Cardinals. Like, the Cardinals did not have anybody that really outside of Hollywood Brown. I don't know the Wilson boy that had the 68-yard catch, but he got it. So, after a loss like that, I'm not taking anybody for granted. Anybody for granted. So, and yes, they got great tight ends. They got the boy Mike Gesicki. They used to play for the Dolphins. He's a very good tight end. And then they got my boy Hunter Henry, who played at Arkansas, so I know him very, very, very well. I know him very well. He's a very good tight end. So I like both of their tight ends. He said, Jay Recruiter said Cowboys by 40 over the Pats. We'll see. After you get your ass whooped, I just want to win. Now, winning by 40 would be fantastic, but after a debacle like that, I only want a victory. We can win by a single-digit point. We just need to get back in the win column after losing to a team we had no business losing to. And listen, Big Dad said he got a feeling. He said we got a feeling that we got to air it out a little in this game. You definitely have to open up the passing offense a little bit more. Granted, I understand West Coast concepts. There's a lot of 3-step drops, a lot of 5-step drops. You want to get the ball out of Dak Prescott's hands. You want to, you want to rely heavily on yards after catch. That's really what this offense is predicated off of. But you still need the ability to go over top, once you reel these guys in. Because really, you set up the long pass with the short pass in the West Coast system. You throw these quick hitting routes. You throw these slants. You throw these flats. You throw these quick hitting routes. And then when they come up and they try and sit on those routes, then you go right back over the top of them. That's why against the Jets, CeeDee Lamb was able to get that sluggo route and get a large gain down the sideline. Because they were playing for the slant. They know that slant's coming out in this offense, and CeeDee Lamb showed the slant that he took up the field for the long completion. So you really want to pass the ball horizontally in the West Coast offense to set up the vertical passing. Yeah, they don't have a great O-line either. So those are some things that need to come back. Granted, we need to see the Dallas Cowboys offense execute at a much better rate than they did last week. But I believe that they will, because the Dallas Cowboys, let's keep it real. A lot of us believe that the Dallas Cowboys overlooked the Arizona Cardinals. They're not going to overlook a Bill Belichick defense. Bill Belichick is the coaching GOAT. He has everybody undivided attention. He has everybody respect. If the Patriots were 2-10, right? There was a game late in the season. The Patriots were 2-10. The Dallas Cowboys will still approach this team, like they were a Super Bowl contender, because they respect the hell out of Bill Belichick and what he's been able to do over the years. What he's been able to do, right? Because remember, they still had got to the playoffs with Mac Jones before. Like Mac Jones, he had a season with Mac Jones where Mac Jones made a Pro Bowl and they made it to the postseason. Right? So we're going to go in this game with our full undivided attention, and we're coming off of a loss, dog. We're coming off of a loss. The Dallas Cowboys don't usually lose back-to-back games, and there's a reason behind that. You catch us slipping. You don't usually catch us slipping a second time, at least not in the second week. Donna said she was there front and center. It was embarrassing. Man, listen, I was at home and it was embarrassing, so I can only imagine. I know Wes was out there too, so I know how hard it probably was for the Dallas Cowboys fans to be in the stadium and have to witness that. Yo, OS Tyler, what's Gucci with you, man? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel, man. I appreciate you sliding in and supporting. Matter of fact, man, let's take a quick little light break, man. Let's take a quick little light break real quick, man. Because right now, I'm blessed. I got 49 people watching on my platforms. I got 47 folks on YouTube, and I got 2 folks on Facebook. And right now, I have, how many likes I got on this page, man? And right now on this video, I got 35 likes. So everybody ain't hit the like button yet. They've been watching. Please hit the like button. If you ain't shared the content yet, please share the content. If you ain't slapped the shit out of an Eagles fan yet, get your hand ready and slap the shit out of them. And if you ain't hit the Cash App or the Super Chat yet to win one of the 3 prizes, the copy of Madden, the jersey, or the bobblehead, hit the Cash App or the Super Chat, man. He said, how they didn't pay attention to smaller details, wide receiver at running back, wide receiver at tight end. Man, the Dallas Cowboys' entire defense was discombobulated. I'm not sure what was going on. And listen, I never seen them play that badly. Like, we played some really good offenses. When we played the Kansas City Chiefs, we shut them down. They only scored 19 points. Right? We played the Chargers last year. No, we played the Chargers in 2021. We held them to under 20 points. They only scored like 17. We go through all these different high-powered offenses we done played, and we done held them in check. We played the Bengals last year. They didn't get off on us. So, you know, I'm not really sure why the Dallas Cowboys had those kind of issues. And really, it was poor run gap. It was poor gap integrity. It was poor communication. We had guys playing man on certain plays and certain guys playing zone. So it was rough, dog. It was a rough day at the office. Now, hopefully, you know, they can put it behind themselves. We know that Trayvon Diggs got hurt on a Thursday out of the blue. Then they found out that he got injured and was gone for the season. I know that hurt the morale of the team. We know we had two different guys playing in two different positions, but that should only be for the back end. I don't understand really how your run integrity got messed up like that. Like, your gap fits and everything else. Like, why was your run support so bad? Yeah, trade for Pitts won't happen. But let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about that, and then we'll get back into the numbers behind the Patriots. The Falcons have just about a good of a chance of winning that division as anybody else. The Saints are 2-1. The Buccaneers just lost to the Eagles. They're 2-1, and the Falcons are 2-1. Right, so they still have an opportunity to go to the playoffs and have a home playoff game just by winning their division. Like, even if the Falcons ain't that good, they can still have a home playoff win, just like the Bucs did last year, right? Craig said, "Why not Ertz from Arizona?" I wouldn't mind getting Zach Ertz. If he wanted to come to Dallas. Listen, I would get both James Conner and Zach Ertz. I would get both of them boys. Yeah, Michael Parsons talked so much he got trolled by Joshua Dobbs. He told Joshua Dobbs he was throwing darts at him, and Joshua Dobbs made a TikTok of his ass dodging rocks. He said he throwing darts, and it flashed to Joshua Dobbs dodging rocks. He said ain't gonna walk off talking go cards. Like, man, like, when you get your ass kicked and you've been talking all week, you know, you're supposed to be embarrassed. You're supposed to get clowned. You're supposed to get, you know, humiliated. Because you tried to humiliate them. You talked all that shit about what you were going to do to somebody, and they kicked your ass. Michael Parsons, Joshua Dobbs shook you out your shoes on the play fake and ran for 43 yards. This man, you made Joshua Dobbs look like Michael Vick. So, you know, I don't know. So, are we trying to trade for the Atlanta tight end? No. That was a rumor. There was no substance to that. It was a slow media week, and you know they ran with it. But you know there is no substance to that claim that we were trying to trade for. Thank you, baby. See, wifey went ahead and poured me a drink. I always say good things about you. I love you too, girl. He said, Joshua Vick, man. That man was going crazy. Donna said she'll slap the shit out of Josh. Listen, Joshua beat us, so he got bragging rights, man. He got bragging rights. We can't be mad at Joshua for talking because everybody on the team was talking crazy. Well, nah, I ain't gonna say everybody on the team. I almost had a Freudian slip. Michael Parsons was talking greasy. And he was talking greasy on his own podcast, so you know they seen it. You know his podcast do numbers. His shit goes viral. He said enough of that. Yeah, you wildin', man. You wildin', dog. He said Denver need to sell everybody. Hayward from the Chargers. Hayward is a slot corner. So, you know, he would be just like the Run Bland if you move him to the outside. Cause we love the Run Bland. We just don't love the Run Bland being an outside corner for the Dallas Cowboys at this point. Maybe he'll grow into the role down the line. You know, maybe with more reps he'll be better at that position. But as of right now, I don't really see how the Dallas Cowboys can bring in Hayward. I mean, he can play both, but he's better in the slot. Just like the Run Bland can technically play both. Yeah, we were the first win. We were the first win for both Gannon and for Joshua Dobbs. So, you know, they were supposed to celebrate. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the Colorado teams lost by a combined 100 something points. Because Deion got beat like 42-6, and you know, the Broncos lost 70-20. So shit, it's a tough week to be a fan of Colorado sports. Thank God they got the Nuggets, right? Thank God they got the Nuggets. I mean, if they are willing to trade away Pat Surtain Jr., emphasis on the junior, man, we said Trey Far. Hey Trey, you ain't lying. When Okoye said we better not lose the buddy, put his picture up, and then we still got our ass smacked. He said, "Why not Surtain?" Listen, if they are willing to trade away one of the best up and coming cornerbacks in the National Football League, of course, it's a no brainer. But Pat Surtain is so good, I don't know if he's even somebody they would be willing to trade. Yeah, Philly, they wanted to see Deion fall, but it's all good. Justin Kitchen, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel. I definitely respect the New England Patriots way more than I respected the Arizona Cardinals. So hopefully the Dallas Cowboys do the same and, you know, show them some adequate respect and do what needs to be done. Yeah, they gave us 70 points. It was horrible. I also will say this though, Pat Surtain was on that team that gave us 70 points. So how was Pat Surtain playing? How was Pat Surtain playing? I need to know that. Said better respect every opponent. We should. Did nobody play well on defense? Said Surtain got cooked twice. Well, hopefully with our defensive line and our defensive coaching, it'll be it'll be better for them. Appreciate it. Said we got to play Miami too. Yeah, we do got to play Miami. We do got to play Miami, so you know that's why I'm concerned too. Hopefully the Run Bland is playing better, but you know thank you. But there's really no way that you can hide. There's really no way that you can hide Stephon Gilmore. You know, we had the conversation that Gilly, you know, need to be playing against position receivers, number twos, and things like that at his advanced age. Man, 33. He can't be out there running with these 23, 24-year-old guys that run 4.3s and 4.2s and all this other shit. So, you know, we'll see how that game pans out. Thank God it's toward the end of the year. They got us towards the end of the season. Said, doesn't the corner that we got from Miami play outside? Yes. And the reason that he was got traded to the Dallas Cowboys is because he was the equivalent of Kelvin Joseph. The way that y'all wanted to get rid of Kelvin Joseph is the way that they wanted to get rid of Noah. Now, Noah has looked good, on special teams for us, but we're not gonna just sit here and act like he's somebody we should trust. He might go out there and surprise us all the same way that Chuma surprised us at left guard. But hopefully I don't have to rely on somebody on him. No, hopefully I ain't got to rely on him. Say give him a shot. I'll give I'll give the boy Israel McCormick a shot before I give him a shot. Because Izzy play. I know that Izzy, was playing slot in the playoff game, but Izzy is super long and athletic. Izzy is I believe the tallest corner that you have. So I will give Izzy some opportunities. And if it don't work out, whatever. But at least we know Izzy. You know what I'm saying? I will give Izzy, who's been in the system longer, an opportunity to play some reps out there before I give it to Noah. So why was Izzy not dressed? I don't know. Yeah, Izzy showed out in Tampa. That man was superb in every aspect of the word. Say Izzy never played outside the NFL game. I know. He never played outside the NFL game. But given his tool set, given met the man about 6'3", 6'4", got a super long ass wingspan, I'll give him an opportunity. Because remember, he had more reps at outside corner coming into the NFL than he does in the NFL playing in the slot. He said Cowboys are fine with Bland and Lewis, both are playmakers. I ain't gonna sit here and say they fine till they play like they fine. You know what I mean? Like Deron Bland wasn't horrible, but he did have 2 PI calls, gave up a couple completions. I'm sure as the season progresses, he'll get better. But as of right now, September the 26th, 2023, yeah, I'm not gonna give anybody the benefit of the doubt right now. Same thing I say about Gilly. I love Gilly. I think that he'll be somebody to help us long term for the season. But he did not have a good last 2 games. Right, so I just want us to be honest about what's going on out there. Because there's nobody, in that secondary right now that is without flaws. Yeah, he can play out there. He definitely can play out there. And you're right, I am hungry as hell, Trey Fargo. I seen you earlier. Said them PIs were whack. They were a little ticky tack. They were ticky tack. They were ticky tack as hell. All right, so let's see. Let's pull some numbers back up for these. Yeah, Marcus Peters would be perfect if he was free. I think that boy Marcus Peters got picked up. All right. So we looked at their passing offense. Let's look at their rushing offense. So we're 3 games in so far. Let's see how they doing on the ground rushing the football. Well, Dallas Cowboys are actually a top 10 rushing attack. Dolphins first. Eagles second. 49ers third. Browns fourth. Ravens 5th, Cardinals 6th, Bills 7, Cowboys 8. The Patriots ain't too far down. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So they're in terms of rushing yardage, they're 14th in the league. In terms of passing yardage, they're top 10. So they're not a bad overall unit when it comes to that. Says top 10 rushing attack without Zeke. Yeah, but the issue is that we're not getting a lot of rushing touchdowns. That's the only knock. We're getting rushing yardage. We're just not getting rushing touchdowns. Against the rush, after that game, shit. I'd be lucky if we're in the top 15. Let's take a look. Well, we're actually one of the worst rushing defenses in the National Football League now. Because this is the Broncos are the team that have given up the most rushing yards so far. So they're 32nd. Steelers are 31st. Bengals are 30th. Giants are 29th. Packers are 28th. Panthers are 27th. Cardinals are 26th. Cowboys are 25th. We were a top 10 rushing. We were a top 10 rushing defense going into the game. We left 25th. We ain't shit. We ain't shit for that. So the Dallas Cowboys, you can put it in the chat box. Put 25 in the chat box. That is where we are ranked. That was where we were ranked in run defense. So put 25 in the chat box. Because, dog, that is horrible. That's horrible. But no, that is usually what we look like on run defense. I see Bobby Budget dropped 25. Jose dropped 25. Trey Fargo dropped 25. Freight Train dropped 25. Well, the folks out here talking about James Simmons dropped 25. I see you. So yeah, Dallas Cowboys have not fixed their run defense. Have not fixed their run defense at all. Hate to hear it, hate to see it, but damn, dog. That damn RPO. Listen, we just had a quarterback go for over 50 yards. DQ might get fired. Listen, folks were asking me before the season started, right? Like, what scenario happens where we lose in the playoffs and Mike McCarthy keeps his job? The scenario is if the Dallas Cowboys offense plays a good game in the postseason, which is over, if the Dallas Cowboys offense scores 30 points and we lose to a team that drops 37. If our defense allowed 37 points in a postseason game or something like that, and we lose because of them, that's the scenario where Mike McCarthy keeps his job and we have a playoff loss. I don't want Dan Quinn as head coach. That is terrible. Man, I like Dan, but I just want us to be honest about what's going on with Dan. This is year 3 and him reworking this defense, having the key to this defense, and they are still one of the worst run defenses in the National Football League. And remember this, no matter how good you are at rushing the passer, no matter how good you are at getting turnovers, if you have a blatant Achilles heel that teams can exploit at will, you're not going to win too many games. You're not going to win too many games. Said Mike has turned this team around. Hold that thought. Said DQ teaching that hero ball. They're not really playing team. They're not really playing team football and defense. At least they did not. Last week. Yeah, they should have drafted a running back and O-line this year. The Dallas Cowboys, I think they should have picked O-line higher. I definitely would have took an offensive lineman in the second round over a tight end that barely gets playing time. You know what I mean? Listen. We definitely could have used. We definitely could have used a top a second round tight end, offensive lineman over a second round tight end. Because we had an influx along the offensive line. We just had 3 guys down. A good offensive lineman will look real good right now. Jamie and Cal, I completely agree with you. Bobby Wagner at 50 is probably going to be a better football player than LVE ever is. At 50 years old, Bobby Wagner will probably be a better football player than Leighton Vander is. Because LVE was horrible. Trey Fargo said the wind hugger, the wolf hugger. Yeah, with the way that he missing regular human beings, I do not think he can hunt a wolf right now. He said the entire team was slow, not just LVE. It stands out when you're trying to play middle linebacker though. It stands out with Leighton Vander Esch. And this is the reason we bring up LVE because even in the game where the other linebackers have great games, like you still could point to LVE and say, nah, that's not enough. Yeah, LVE is good. Remember how he was missed last year? He was out. We missed LVE because he was the only thing we had. And listen, even this last game, he was the highest rated linebacker we had, right? He was only rated like a 50, like a 56. So that means everybody else is like 40s, 30s, 20s. So yeah, if you go from 50 to like 30, 20, yeah, you definitely will miss him. But just because he is the best of a group of average ass linebackers does not mean that he's good. You know what I'm saying? It's like having the highest F in your history class or something. It's like having the highest F in your history class. Like, yeah, you're better than them, but you still failed. You're still gonna be in summer school with the rest of them. You know what I'm talking about? Said Henny, that's the problem. Our linebacker room is bad. And listen, I like Damone Clark. He has not played, up to the standard of football that I expected from him. Said LVE has some skills, just playing a physical position, and he lacked physicality. He said Damone Clark is thinking too much. He was better last year as a rookie. Yeah, man, I just think he feels the pressure. When you're a rookie, you're playing with house money. You're just trying to make it into the league, get a roster spot. Now there's expectations on Damone Clark. They're looking at Damone Clark, as the guy when Damone Clark was coming in Last year he was just filling in for what's the boy name? Anthony Barr. He said Clark can be good if LVE get out the way and he can play his brand. Yeah, I think that's all it is, man. He's a young guy that's trying to keep his job. That's it. He just needs somebody. He needs a better veteran around him. He need a better vet. He need a better veteran around him than LVE. He said they sit and wait for the ball to come to them. Listen, Dallas Cowboys linebackers, and to an extent, their safeties. So we play our safeties in the box a lot. They struggled all of that last game. Their new linebacker coach, that might help them. Hey man, this little man, which yeah, it's delicious though. So they killing LVE. LVE killing us. We talk about they killing LVE. Hey, LVE is killing us, so it's mutual. It is mutual, my boy. Listen, Dallas Cowboys had the opportunity to get Bobby Wagner, for the low. For the low. Bobby Wagner wasn't even asking for a lot of money, and we passed on him. Yeah, Matt, I can agree with you on that. He said enough with skills. LVE is not sweet like that. Any position you could come up with, there's a better player you could have than him. He's not great at anything and doesn't play special teams. I do agree. I do agree because listen, Micah Parsons, he's an elite pass rusher, right? That's his calling card. When you think about a guy, you think about a guy like Luke Kuechly back in the day. He was elite. He was a elite coverage guy as well. He used to always fall into the passing lanes, get interceptions. Same thing with the Wilson boy up there with Cincinnati. Some middle linebackers or elite run stuffers. LVE, I don't know what LVE calling card is at this point. It used to be physicality. So when he made his All-Pro selection during his rookie year, and he was out there looking like a young Brian Urlacher, he was the most physical guy on the field. But injuries, take a little bit of that umph out of you. They take a little bit of that umph out of you, dog. Yeah, I seen that, Jamie and Cal. That James Slater said that the information was bull. Said then it changed the coverage. But yeah, man. So now the Cowboys need to refocus, man. I'm done talking about saying LVE is the quarterback. Man, Leighton Vander Esch is the quarterback of a team. Leighton Vander Esch is the quarterback of a team that ain't win a single game. If Leighton Vander Esch is the quarterback, they ain't won shit. But yeah, dog, I just want to come on here real quick. I just want to say we changing over though, man. We took a quick look at the Patriots. We didn't really go in depth like that. When I come back next time, we're going to put everything behind us. We're going to talk solely about the Dallas Cowboys versus the New England Patriots. And, we're going to get down to business on trying to figure out how the Dallas Cowboys can move 3-1. Right? So thank y'all for y'all time. Thank y'all for y'all support. Continue to hit the like button on the way out. Hit the share button on the way out. Slap that Eagles fan on the way out. Hit that Cash App. Hit that Super Chat on the way out, dog. Appreciate y'all for the love and support, and I will see y'all later, man. Peace. God bless.